In Learning Objective 1.4a, I'm going to show you how to estimate a 5-number summary in the percentiles for a box plot. Let's start with the box plots and talking about the vocabulary related to that. One of the words you're going to want to remember is range. And what range is you're going to put the data in increasing order, and once you have that, you're going to look for the difference between the maximum and the minimum. So I'm going to go down and look at this data that we have. They're test scores for an algebra test. It's already in increasing order, therefore I can find the maximum. So our minimum here is 61. The maximum is 94. So if I needed to find the range on that, all I would do is take the 94 minus the 61, and we're going to get 33. Okay. Now, quartiles, what those are, it's when you're going to divide an ordered set into 4 subsets of equal size. And if you think about where quartiles might come from, there are 4 quarters in $1, so there's going to be, in terms of quartiles, you're going to quarter the data off into 4 groups. If you have 100% of the data, which means there would be 25% of data in each of the groups. So let's talk about how to find the quartiles. The most common one is the second quartile. Another word for the second quartile is just the median. So that is going to be the median of all the data. If we look at our data set below, we can find the median. Remember, to find that, we would just kind of cross out until we find the one in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and cross off. Let's do the first 4 and do the 4 over here. Got to keep doing. I'll do another and another and another. There is not one right smack dab in the middle, so what you do in this case is you take the 2 that were right in the middle, and you're going to find that median. You're going to add the 2 up, and then divide by 2. And in this case, it'll be 77 is the median on that one. Now, to find quartile 1, what that is, it is going to be the median of the data that's below the median. So we're going to find another median. But again, it's the data below the median. So to do that, what you do is you come on in here and you actually, since we had these 2 numbers in the middle, you split it up. The lower half of the data is right here. If there was a number right in the middle, no one gets that one. So now I go down here and I'm going to find the median of this data set. So I'm going to just kind of cross off from these first 2 and maybe the next 2, do another. This right here is the median, and I call that quartile 1. Then we're going to flip it for quartile 3. The definition of that is also going to be the median of the data, but it's the median of the data that's on the above the median. So I come here and I notice this is all above the median. So again, I cross them off. Let's do 3 here, 3 here. That's in the middle, and that's going to be quartile 3. Now, when they then graphed this box plot, you can tell that the box plot here is right above the number line. You do not put it on the number line. Our min was 61, which is there. The max is 94, which is here. The box itself, this is quartile 1, which is 71. This is quartile 3, which was 83. And then the median, or quartile 2, is 77. Now, the thing to point out here is what percent of the data sits where. And think about the median here. The median means you're at the 50th percentile. So someone is going to be at the median. One piece of data will. That piece of data is at the 50th percent, or right in the middle of it. Then we have, on the extreme end, we have the maximum. That tends to be about the 100th percentile. So who's ever at the very top, they're the top dog in that whole group of data for the test scores. On the other end, the minimum score is going to be at the lowest end, so they're what I call the 100th percentile. And in the quartiles, if you think about it, between 0% and 50%, halfway in between is 25, and that's the 25th percentile. And then between the 50th percentile and the 100th percentile, halfway in between is 75, so this is the 75th percentile. So what you see is, notice this connection. Between the minimum and quartile 1, 25% of the data is going to sit. Then between quartile 1 and the median is another 25% of the data. Between the quartile 2 and quartile 3, another 25%. And lastly, between quartile 3 and the maximum is another 25% of the data. So what you're seeing is each of these chunks, so that chunk in this, all represents 25% of the data. If you add up all 4 of these chunks, you get 100% of the data.